All right, hello, my beautiful people. This is ERGJ, Certified Financial Educator, and we're back with the Money Mind Shift, How Rich People Think. Now, we're on to day number 22. We've just been trucking along, and what we've been doing is been going through the book, How Rich People Think by Steve Seibold. Steve, better get my check. And the reason why we're going through this, guys, is because as I continue to say, wealth begins in the mind. Wealth begins in the mind. If you want to have rich results in your life, you got to have rich things going into your head. And here's the deal. People want to know all the time how I went from being a financial zero to a financial hero. And I clearly tell them that, hey, I started by reading. That's right, reading. And so then they ask me what I read, and I tell them what I read. And then guess what? They're going to get the book, but they never read the book. Never read the book. Now, Jim Rohn says it like this, said the book that you don't read, it won't help. I don't know why people just decide not to read, but those same people who decide not to read, they can decide to be in debt. They decide to keep on keeping on what they've been doing. So here's the deal. I decided to create this show so that I can read along with you to help you get out of debt, to help you get to the place that you want to be financially. And this is how I did it. I just simply read from rich people. I did what wealthy people do. Wealthy people have big libraries. Poor people have big televisions. Now, here's the deal. We're on a 100-day journey, and we're now on day number 22. And what we're going to be talking about today is the Lotto mentality or the action mentality. Hey, I know you don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time. 15 minutes to change your life. So why not let us begin now? Day 22. The middle class has a lottery mentality. The world class has an action mentality. The masses love lottery because deep down they believe it's their only chance to get rich. The fact is, they're probably right. Not because they're not capable, but because they don't have faith in their own abilities, and their beliefs about money limit their financial success. Their beliefs about money limit their financial success. Now, I find this to be true, guys. I go and teach to schools, to churches, to organizations. I go talk to families, and they have a hard time saying, I want to be rich. Like I keep saying to them, I don't know how in the world you can get to the land of milk and honey if you don't even want to get there. Matter of fact, and the only reason you don't want to get there because you don't believe that you can get there. So how do you expect to be rich? That's why we reduce ourselves to buying $1, $5, and $10 scratch-offs. We're hoping to win our way to riches, but here's the deal. Even if you win your way to riches, if you never learn how to earn your way to riches, you're going to be broke again. So why not learn how to earn your way to riches? Let me repeat that again. Why not learn how to earn your way to riches? I mean, you're here 20, 30, 40, 50 years worth of work. You might as well learn how to be rich while you're at it. I don't know. That's just me. Now, the middle class is self-destructive, especially when it comes to money. They will always struggle financially unless they are somehow able to break the mold cast in childhood, telling them only crooks and lucky people get rich. The world class has empowering beliefs about money that leads them to effective daily action that serves as the foundation of their financial success. What are you doing on a daily basis to get rich? I mean, think about it. What are you doing on a daily basis, your daily action that is serving as your foundation to wealth, to financial success? Are you doing anything towards it? If not, you can change your daily habits today. The great ones know that talk is cheap, and the only way to get wealthy is to take action. Now, there's a great proverb in a good book that says, idle chatter leads only to poverty. And here's what I see in a lot of communities, a lot of people I speak to, they just talk. It's just hot air. It's just a thought. It's just a whim. It's just a random thing that comes across their consciousness, but they're not serious about getting wealthy because you never see it in their behavior. You don't see it in the actions that they take. And I don't want you to be a person that's full of hot air. I don't want you to be a person that just talks the talk but doesn't walk the walk, because this is a journey. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. Day by day that you continue to reprogram the way that you think, with the reprogram the results that you get out of life. Reading 15 minutes a day, it can change your entire life. Absolutely, it can. Now, on the surface, this distinction between the classes seems simple, but it is actually counterintuitive. Understanding the cause and effect relationship is what gives it clarity. Many people believe, as I used to, that the masses do not possess the raw desire to get rich and therefore never take the necessary steps. The truth is they have all the desire they need, but they lack the beliefs that will wake their latent desire. Find this to be true as well. We got the desire. I mean, we really do want to be rich. I mean, when we think about a millionaire, we want to be a millionaire. But we don't have We don't have the belief that we can actually do it. And it's why I continue to say, not only is it possible, we know it's possible to be a millionaire. There's a lot of people that are millionaires, but it's possible for me. And until you can say that, until you can say it's possible for me to be wealthy, it's possible for me to be rich, it's possible for me to be a millionaire, it's possible for me to get out of debt. It's just possible, and it's possible for anybody. But I want you to know that it's possible for you. It's possible for me. The cause of their inaction is not a lack of desire, but lack of empowering beliefs regarding the acquisition of money. Beliefs dictate behavior, and behavior dictates results. Belief dictates behavior, and behavior dictates results. So if you're not seeing the results that you like to see in life, you can look at your behavior. And then if you're not seeing the results that you like in your life, and then once you look at your behavior, then you can look at your beliefs. I mean, ultimately, that's the root. See, we're looking at the fruit, which is the results. But we don't fix the fruit by working on the fruit. We fix the fruit by working on the root. And the root is our beliefs. The root is what we think about money. And so if we want to change the way that we think about money, we have to start reprogramming ourselves with 15 minutes a day of putting rich thinking into our thoughts so we can change our behavior, which ultimately would change our results. That's what the rich understand that the middle class doesn't. If you want to get rich, dissect your beliefs about money and upgrade them to the world class. Once you've taken care of the cause, the effect will follow, and you'll start moving toward wealth because you'll be thinking like a rich person. When the rich need money, they don't wonder if it's possible. They simply begin creating new ideas to solve problems. And this goes back to what we've been saying. What rich people do, they solve more problems and they serve more people. They don't waste mental energy worrying or wondering about their inability to produce cash. They direct their concentration towards creative thinking. Do you see why this is so effective? Do you see why this is so effective? Do you understand now why the rich get richer? Do you understand now why the rich get richer? Do you see how you can do the exact same thing? Change the way you think. Change your beliefs, change your behavior, and you'll change your results. The rich aren't any smarter than us. They're just more strategic. Now, here's our quote of the day. Goes like this. It says, it requires a great deal of boldness and a great deal of caution to make a great fortune. And when you have it, it requires 10 times as much skill to keep it. Ralph Waldo Emerson. It requires a great deal of boldness and a great deal of caution to make a good fortune or great fortune. And when you have it, it requires 10 times as much skill to keep it. Well, do you have boldness? Do you have the courage to be wealthy? And then as you develop that courage and as you build your wealth, then you got to build the skill in order to keep it. Be bold today. And here's your critical thinking question. On a scale of 1 to 7, 7 being the strongest, how strong is your desire to be rich? I mean, I know me, I'm on a 7. My desire to be rich is so strong that it absolutely has got to happen, right? I'm on my way, right? I got back to ground zero. Now I'm just picking up steam. I'm just getting that snowball is starting to roll. How about for you? How strong is your desire to be rich? And then our action step for the day goes like this: to stoke your desire, create a written vision of what you want your life to look like 5 years from now. This is what many people just won't do. They won't design their life for the next 5 years. This is something I help people with. It's called the Future by Design. And I'll actually put that link in the comments as well so that you can actually join. So here's the deal. To stoke your desire, create a written vision for what you want your life to look like 5 years from now. If you can do that, or if you need help with that, you can always reach out to me because this is what I do. I help people to design their life so they can get exactly where they want to get. And here's the deal. If you don't have a strong desire to be rich, you just won't be rich. And that's okay. That may not be a desire of yours. But for people who say, I got a desire, now we want to change the way that we believe about money, what we believe about money, which will change our behaviors towards what we do with acquiring money and managing money. And then ultimately, it'll change our results. I want you to be rich. The question is, do you? Well, here's the deal, man. This is ERGJ, Certified Financial Educator. This is our time today, 15 minutes to change the way you think that also ultimately change the way your life. We're going through How Rich People Think by Steve Seibold. Steve, make sure I get my check. And today we talked about the Lotto mentality versus the action mentality. Which one do you have? Are you trying to win riches? Or are you trying to learn to earn riches? And I would contend to you that if you learn to earn, then no matter what they take away from you, no matter what you can lose it all, but you still have the knowledge. And the knowledge will help you get it all back. Double for your trouble. This is the RGJ. We're here Monday through Saturday at 8 a.m., 15 minutes to go through something that can change your life. And here's the deal. Hey, most people just won't read the book. The book that you don't read, it won't help. I'll be here tomorrow at 8 o'clock, and the question is, will you?